And our coverage continues now with Cherri Gregg from our partners at KYW News Radio.
Cherri, you've spoken to people involved in criminal justice and police reform. How are they reacting to this decision?
Good evening, Tracy and Jim. Let me tell you, this has been a very mixed reaction from those who have been on the front lines for quite some time. All the attorneys I talked to, they said, look, there appears to be a double standard when it comes to use of deadly force. If police use deadly force in response to certain things, it's considered justifiable. If civilians use it in response to police force, it is not. And so they were not surprised by the outcome of this case. One of the advocates I spoke to told me, they said, look, you know, if it weren't for the pressure that was put on the authorities in Kentucky and in Louisville, we probably wouldn't have gotten any officers charged. And so they see this as a partial win. But what they said is that folks need to focus on November 3rd elections. You know, you elect prosecutors, you elect attorney generals and individuals like that. You also can change the way the laws are written so that when situations like this, there are some recourse for prosecutors to take. And I will tell you this, Jim and Tracy, there is a ballot question that's going to be presented on November 3rd here in Philadelphia that could create a civilian oversight board for police that would have allowed community members to participate in the investigation of shootings like this if it were to happen here. I think a big part of the problem is that there is a level of distrust between the Black community and police. And because the grand jury process is so secretive, a lot of people don't know who to trust and whether the outcome of this case is legitimate when, in fact, there seems to be law on their side in this situation.
All right, Cherri Gregg, you mentioned those important other ways people can still get involved. Important to read and be familiar with those ballot questions that are coming up in November. Cherri Gregg from KYW News Radio. Thanks so much.